JJ, this is the first time since 1961 that Ole Miss has not given up a touchdown in its first 3 games. How much pride are you guys taking in holding teams to field goals and keeping teams out of the end zone?
We really just take it personal. You know, we feel like we're the best defense in the country, and we try to practice that way. And, you know, just not letting them score, really trying to just set the tone for the coming up SEC play and just have that mindset each and every day, like we're the best, and you just got to get through us.
Got to ask you about that leap. Take me through that.
So they called it, you know, the wildcat, obviously. And as I was thinking, I was like, all right, let's just pound it, get the first down, let's keep the chains moving. And then Jackson clapped, and I seen, like, the D-line just submarine the O-line. And I was like, I can't go outside, so there's only one way I can go, and that's up and over. So I jumped, and the rest is history. I mean, I got the first down. But it was fun. You know, people came up to the sideline. I was like, man, how do you think you could jump like that? Well, I just tell them to watch the high school highlights. But, yeah, it was fun.
I was gonna say, when was the last time you had to jump like that during a game?
Auburn. I did actually Auburn Wildcat. My first time versus Arkansas when it was raining. I did against Auburn. So, yeah.
So JJ, obviously you started inside, but after Ivy went down with his injury, they moved you out strong side defensive end. Mm-hmm. Tell us the difference in what you really enjoy between the two.
Oh yeah, you out in the suburbs out there. Like, it's free, ain't no double team. It's just one-on-one, mano a mano. But I loved it. I still practice it every now and then, and you know, it challenges me, like, with my steps and my eyes, just because it's different keys and you got to do different things out there. But it was a great challenge, and I lived up to it, and I'm excited if I do go out there more.
After the game, Dart and some other guys, when we talked to, kind of echoed what Lane said, that, you know, it was a 34-point win, but it was a lot to clean up. Dart said the ugliest 600-yard game I think a team could play.
Yeah.
Does that just speak to where the mindset of this team is for this year of, yeah, you won big, but y'all were still looking at the negatives?
Yeah, there's always going to be negatives in a game, and we just really just take that in a way of we can't make mistakes against SEC opponents, and you know, it's kind of hard to look at it like you come in and you win that big and you just like, oh, you did so good and this and that, but like we had key crucial mistakes like the fumble and just the little things being in the wrong gap or something like that, and that could really hurt us in the long run. So we really just try to, you know, bring them up now so, like, later we don't have to come in with a loss and then bring up the mistakes or anything like that. So I feel like Coach Kiffin does a great job of just bringing up the little things that we can clean up, and just like I said, the turnovers being in wrong gaps and the pass interference calls and stuff like that.
Not knowing the extent or how long Jared might be out, do you feel like the defensive line's got that depth to handle a loss like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we prepared for it, and that's what I feel like our coach did a great job, just me, Jackson, and just being able to go recruit other guys and other people that can, you know, come in and play, like, and not leave, like, any level off. Like, when Jared in and then, like, have a big drop-off, like, you just put somebody else in right there, we'll be good to go. So I feel like with him, you know, him being there and just putting me out there or putting Big Zay, like 51, I mean, he could go out there and rush too and stop the run. So we got a lot of things we could do with the D-line.
JJ, hands to the face. Is that when you're playing in a game and all of a sudden you're trying to send a message, or is that just an error? Obviously, it's not allowed. Give me your mindset of that. Call? Yeah.
To me, I mean, I think it's weak. You know, I mean, it's there, but then you leap, put it back down. But at the end of the day, you know you can't do it, and the ref made a good call there. But, you know, we learned from it. So we just try to really just collapse the quarterback and do a lot of power rushes. So sometimes your hands get up there. But, you know, we did make a great play on that play, but it got called back. But that's life, you know, so you just got to bounce back and do it over again.
Last non-conference game this weekend, just what do you need to see out of maybe yourself or the defense as a whole to give you guys that extra layer of confidence going into SEC play?
Just go STB, spot the ball, no matter what, no matter who we playing, no matter what condition we playing in. Just go spot the ball, play fast, fearless, and physical, no matter how long it takes, and go get the win.
JJ, how do you feel the young guys like Eccles and Franklin and Jamarius Brown are coming along as far as being quality depth pieces?
Yeah, I feel like they actually finally realized that they can compete in this league, and they really made big strides and like just being able to do the small things, the little things that we've been trying to teach them, because you never know what'll happen. And they got in the game versus Forest and did great. Like, it just wasn't a drop off. And I feel like them being able to buy into that, because it's you come in as a freshman and you just have that mindset of, oh, I may not be able to play because I got older guys in front of me and this and that. But I feel like they do a great job. And I feel like Joyner and me and Jared Ivey as leaders of the room does a great job of just bringing everyone along and making them feel like they are welcome, because they are welcome, and just making them feel like they are prepared, because half the time you can have these freshmen come in and really the older people just leave them out, but they get in the game and maybe it's a crucial situation where you need them and they mess up, and now the older guys yelling at them, but it's them who didn't prepare them. So I feel like me and Jared Ivey does a great job for the room, just making sure everybody's prepared. Thank y'all.